Right now on Newswatch 12 today, the Milwaukee Brewers have punched their ticket to play in October for a fourth straight year. We'll have details as well as when they could win their division. Plus,
watching for showers and thunderstorms off to the west this morning, but when will they start to move in? Your full forecast is coming up.
And we'll tell you about the latest details in the search for Gabby Petito. It's Monday, September 20th.
Your local news and weather from where you live. Newswatch 12 today starts now.
Good morning, and thank you for starting your day with us. I'm Sierra Whaley with Megan Mamlock, the newest addition to the morning team. We are so excited to have you here, Megan. How are you feeling?
I'm so excited. Thanks so much for having me. I really hope I can help contribute to having people have great mornings.
Absolutely. I'm so excited. We're going to have some fun things to do. We already have a list of things, so I'm excited to do it. Yes. Well, speaking of something else very exciting, some Brewers fans are very excited. For the fourth straight season, the Milwaukee Brewers will be playing in October.
Behind 6-4 win on Saturday, the Brew Crew became the third team behind the Giants and Dodgers to punch their ticket to the postseason. And the Brewers lost in the NLCS to the LA Dodgers in 7 games in 2018, lost to the Nationals in the wild card game in 2019, and to the Dodgers again last season in the first round. Milwaukee still hasn't won their division yet, as their magic number to do so is at 3.
That's right. The Brewers now open a 4-game series against the St. Louis Cardinals, and the only team that can mathematically catch the Brewers in the standings, and that'll be really exciting there. But something really interesting, Megan, I don't know if you noticed, the weather was really nice this past weekend, but we're going to be seeing some fall temperatures this week.
Yeah, it was great. I got to go to Oktoberfest in 3 Lakes and enjoy that weather, but yeah, I'm looking forward to the more fall temperatures coming around.
Absolutely. All right, so for more on what to expect for our Monday, let's head over to the Weather Center with Devin Biggs, and happy Monday to you, Devin. Good morning. Tell us what we're going to be looking at later.
And good morning to you too, Megan. Welcome to the morning show, and already starting off a little active this morning across parts of the Northwoods. Although we're quiet in our neck of the woods, the storms off toward the west, but they won't arrive till later on this afternoon, and some lows may get on the stronger side at times. We zoom things out, everything's in Minnesota. Tracking to the northeast, there's some more storms to the southwest. I do not think those will move in. We'll be watching for more development this afternoon, new developments, so to say. But temperatures already feeling mild outside this morning. We got 70s off toward the west and 5 o'clock in the morning, so it's very warm out there. And you can tell something's brewing out there, and we'll be watching for storms that will be developing later today. And the wind's already developing out of the south to the north at around 5 to 10, even up to 15 miles per hour at times. So your remote learning forecast coming up for today. We'll be watching for showers and storms arriving. Temperatures in the lower 70s this afternoon.
The bizarre disappearance of Gabby Petito has taken some troubling twists. Her fiancé has vanished.
That's right. And Sunday, the FBI said they discovered human remains that fit her description. Britt Conway has the latest on the case.
It started on July 2nd, the trip of a lifetime for Gabby Petito and her fiancé Brian Laundrie, driving to Yellowstone National Park in a converted transit van. But they never made it. Petito missing for nearly a month. Laundrie returned home without Petito, but his family says they haven't seen him in nearly a week now. This weekend, as authorities searched for him in Florida, search teams in Wyoming continued to look for Petito. Sunday, they found something.
Earlier today, human remains were discovered, consistent with the description of Gabby Petito. Full forensic identification has not been completed to confirm 100% that we found Gabby, but her family has been notified of this discovery.
Petito was reportedly last seen at this Salt Lake City hotel on August 24th. On September 1st, Laundrie showed up at the home he and Petito shared with his parents in Florida in her white van. By the 11th, Petito's parents reported her missing.
2 people went on a trip, 1 person returned, and that person that returned isn't providing us any information.
But on the 14th, Laundrie's parents say he told them he was going to a nature reserve, and they say they haven't seen him since.
He should be leading this charge, and instead he's not. My gut tells me that something bad happened.
I'm Britt Conway reporting.
The Teeton County coroner says there will be an autopsy on Tuesday using photographs, personal ID, and/or DNA to confirm the identity and cause of death.
Police have called Laundrie a person of interest in Petito's disappearance, but they say he's not wanted for a crime.
One Wisconsin Rapids officer is injured after he was attacked by a dog while checking on the status of a juvenile runaway Saturday morning. According to the Wisconsin Rapids City Times, the officer was at a residence on Shady Lane, and while he was there, a large dog aggressively charged out of the home and charged at the officer. The dog bit the officer twice, and by the third time, the officer was able to fire his weapon on the dog, which stopped the attack. The officer was transported to a local hospital where he was later released, and the dog was given to a vet for medical testing. No other information was provided.
Authorities say members of the La Crosse Fire Department rescued 5 canoeists who became stranded on the La Crosse River. Captain Greg Temp said rescue crews responded to a call shortly before 8 p.m. Saturday and found 5 people clinging to a tree in the water. WXOW-TV reports that the department used 2 of their inflatable boats to reach the canoeists and return them safely to shore. No injuries were reported. The La Crosse River flows into the Mississippi River and into the city of La Crosse.
The Greenwood fire in northern Minnesota is now more than 80% contained. Regional authorities have lifted all restrictions for the Superior National Forest, and officials don't expect the fire to spread as there are no flames being shown. Full containment of the fire is not expected until snow falls, and fire crews over the weekend work to find hot spots and remove fallen or standing dead trees in the fire's path.
The return of a popular annual music festival in Milwaukee wasn't what some vendors expected. After the event was canceled last year due to the coronavirus, Summerfest 2021 ended with mixed reports. Sellers who set up shop for the first time generally marked it as a success, while longtime vendors saw it as a total bust. Vendors said during Saturday's last day of the 2-week concert that the crowds had picked up a bit more from the start, but remained low compared to previous years. The Journal-Sentinel reports that surging cases of the Delta variant of COVID-19 and the new pandemic protocols were cited as possible factors. Event officials have not provided daily attendance numbers and would not comment on the numbers while the event was running.
Price County residents will have a chance to clean out their closets before winter sets in. The Price County Clean Sweep takes place on Tuesday, September 21st from 2 to 6 p.m. at the Price County Highway Department. You can bring electronics, hazardous waste, and other difficult to dispose of materials. And there will be no charge for appliances, computers, and most electronics. Larger appliances like refrigerators and AC units will have a small fee. And you can contact Price County Land Conservation Department for more information on what all will be accepted and any possible fees.
Coming up in international news, we'll learn how Border Patrol agents are handling the crisis in Del Rio.
That's right. Plus, climate change will be discussed between the U.S. and the British Prime Minister. We'll have those stories and more news from around the world when we come back.
Maybe your bath is outdated or your shower is not as safe as you want it to be. And maybe you'd like to ask some questions from an installer. Well, today we're joined by Corey Gottlieb, a certified installer with Jacuzzi. He's also my son. Corey, thanks for joining us.
Thanks for having me, Dad.
This question's from Jesse. Corey, you've done a lot of showers in your life. How many shower remodeling projects have you done?
It's been about 6 years I've been doing the showers, a couple hundred a year, about 1,200 showers.
So over that time, you've seen a lot of shower and baths in people's homes. What are some of the most common reasons you see people updating their shower?
The biggest goal is to make it a safe shower for our moms and dads and grandparents. You know, they struggle to step over the tub, so we like to make it as safe as possible for them.
So you'll take out that bathtub and you'll do what?
And put in a brand new, easy step-in, low-profile shower.
Yeah, and what's really also nice is we can put grab bars wherever we need to, but I also really like the grab shelf by Jacuzzi because it's a functional grab shelf. It looks beautiful. People can put their soap on there, their loofahs on there, and it's also something they can hang on to.
Absolutely. We can place grab bars wherever they need them.
So seats are also a popular option for people. And why don't you talk about some of the seat options you've installed?
We offer a number of seats, fold-down teak seats or corner seats or bench seats. And we'll set that at the height of their comfort as well.
So you'll actually take the customer into their shower, you'll put the seat at the height that's perfect for them, and then you'll pair it with some really well-placed grab bars. People like that, don't they?
Yep, absolutely, and it's very important.
This is one of my favorite questions. Dana's asking, what are some of the oddest things you found behind a shower wall?
We find a lot of old beer cans, and I actually started a little collection going on. It's pretty neat to find some of those old time capsules, you might call them.
So you have a collection of the old beer cans you find behind showers?
Yeah, they're pretty cool.
Thanks for joining us, Corey. Jacuzzi has some really exciting offers. Take a look.
Let's make your tired old bathroom look beautiful again. For a limited time, get half off installation and one free luxurious functional grab shelf. Call 1-800-Tundraland or visit tundraland.com today.
And welcome back. We're calm in our neck of the woods for now, but you look off toward the west, and it's a whole different story. We have showers and thunderstorms developing in Minnesota this morning. They are tracking to the northeast, packing a little bit of a punch this morning, too. Some gusty winds being warned on these as well. There's no severe thunderstorm warnings on these, but there's some special weather statements being issued with those storms that are producing gusty winds up to 40 miles per hour. But we don't have to worry about those this morning. These are tracking to the northeast and not moving very quickly either, so lots of heavy rain falling there. We're seeing some showers and storms right about in here, too. I expect these to weaken, too. We'll be watching a new line of showers and thunderstorms that will be approaching this afternoon. And those will have to watch for gusty winds, some hail, maybe an isolated tornado, but that's a very small risk. But we'll be watching this cold front here that'll be tracking off to the east. And once it moves through, it will really feel like fall around these parts. Temperatures right now, middle 60s in Eagle River and in Rhinelander, lower 60s in Tomahawk. We're very warm this morning here at 5:11 a.m. And you can definitely imagine why with a system moving through. We're in between the warm front and the cold front right now. So after today, it really cools off. Our average high is 67 degrees now. And it will feel below average for Tuesday all the way through Sunday here with temperatures in the 60s. So be ready for that. A nice cool down will be on the way. It will feel like fall with just a wave of cool air that will just be moving in from Canada. And it will stay that way for the next several days as well, with two waves that will be approaching. One that's pretty much arriving tomorrow, another one just in time for the weekend. But before that as well, though, there is fuel in the atmosphere. We have dew points already in the 60s this morning, so it does seem a little muggy out there. But once we get past today, that will really begin to fall back and pretty much put this thing away after today, as we'll be watching dew points that'll be falling back after the cold front moves through. We will be watching the winds, though. Right now they're out of the south to the north at around 5 to 10 up to 15 miles per hour. And gusts today up to 25, even 30 miles per hour are possible before that front begins to move through. Now the severe risk for today. We're kind of on that line of slight risk to marginal risk across parts of the Northwoods, so areas of the southwest and the yellow are under that slight risk. So the biggest threat, though, we'll be watching for heavy rains, some gusty winds. Again, the large hail not out of the question. The tornado threat is very low, but just keep an eye to the sky today and be ready to react. Many of you are probably watching that Packers game that'll be coming up tonight, too. So we got Green Bay positioned on the map here, and many of you are going to be watching this as well. So let's time this out for us and for Green Bay. A few isolated showers and storms on out of the question. As storms start to approach by around 8, 9 o'clock off towards the west, Green Bay should be okay by around 12:30 a.m. or so. That's when the storms will be moving through, but a few scattered isolated storms cannot be ruled out early. So for today, afternoon showers and thunderstorms will have highs in the upper 70s and a south wind at around 10 to 25 miles per hour. Tonight, showers and thunderstorms likely will have lows in the lower 50s on northwest breeze at 10 to 25 miles per hour. And your Northwoods furniture and mattress 7-day forecast. After the storms today, Tuesday, all the way through Thursday, we're dry with temperatures in the 60s. We have showers by Friday. And then by the weekend, though, still pretty cool, but looking pretty dry.
Thanks, Devin. In Afghanistan, women took to the streets to demand equal rights from the Taliban.
That's right. Just over a dozen women held up signs and marched in front of the former ministry for women to protest against the Taliban's rules. The latest restrictions on women was announced Sunday by Afghanistan's interim mayor. Female employees in the Kabul city government have to stay home unless their jobs cannot be replaced by men. In recent days, the Taliban told female students in middle and high school that they are not permitted to return to school for now, while boys in those grades have resumed their studies. However, female college students can continue their studies in a gender-segregated setting from now on, as long as they adhere to a strict Islamic dress code.
Haitians who set up a makeshift camp under the bridge in Del Rio, Texas, started boarding planes back to their home country on Sunday. There were 3 flights from the Texas border town back to Haiti. According to the Department of Homeland Security, the migrants were medically screened prior to boarding the flights. Many of the migrants were deported under the CDC Title 42, which allows for immediate deportation of migrants to prevent the spread of COVID-19. Border Patrol officials said that they have removed some 3,400 people in the past 2 days, and they expect that number to increase in the days ahead. Their numbers swelled to around 14,000, stretching local resources beyond their breaking point. The DHS sent hundreds of border agents to implement a plan to relieve the pressure on the border. Border Patrol officials said it could be about a week before the migrants are moved.
British Prime Minister Boris Johnson is heading to Washington, D.C. today to meet with world leaders to discuss climate change. This would be Prime Minister Johnson's first visit to the White House since President Biden took office. While there, he will also meet with Vice President Harris and senior members of the House and Senate. He plans to have discussions about the pandemic and international security. The Prime Minister is also expected to speak with President Biden on impending Afghanistan crisis and the potential for reopening travel between the United Kingdom and the U.S. Mr. Johnson is also expected to attend the UN General Assembly in New York, and there he has plans to urge world leaders to take concrete action on coal, climate, cars, and trees.
Coming up in medical news, doctors are seeing more people in the emergency room due to habitual use of a specific drug.
Plus, we'll find out which COVID-19 vaccine is most effective. We'll have those stories and more health news when we return.
NBC has an all-new Monday.
Do you happen to see how last season ended? I won.
But that's why I'm here.
Ever wonder if your life could have been totally different?
It's good to be home!
Your dad would be proud of you.
It's only natural to wonder what if.
The premieres of The Voice and Ordinary Joe, tonight on NBC.
At Lakeside Living Design, we've always got something stylish in store for you. Whether you're looking for high-quality custom upholstery, decorative accessories and gifts, or are designing your space entirely from scratch, you'll have a friendly designer by your side, sharing their expertise, helping you bring your unique style to life. So stop by, explore our showroom, and together we'll make your space feel just like home.
Hi, my name is Betty. I had taken a fall in November and, unbeknownst to me, got a horrible whiplash. Dr. Scher was the first one to tell me, well, you know, Betty, you've got 2 bulging discs and a pinched nerve. So I signed up with Dr. Scher. It worked. It worked. I mean, I now have full range of motion. It was life-changing. I don't have any pain.
Are you suffering with back or neck pain and considering the possibility of surgery? At the Spinal Aid Center of Wausau, we incorporate the latest technologies, including high-intensity laser therapy that provides the highest success rates in helping people just like you avoid back and neck surgery. With our treatments, there are no drugs and no surgery. Just relief. Call today for a free spinal disc severity consultation and see if our treatments are right for you. Call 715-203-4392 or visit us at spinalaid.com. Start living your life pain-free.
Pesky leaks? Gorilla Waterproof Patch and Seal Spray, of course. Seals out water, air, and moisture, indoors and out. For the toughest jobs on planet Earth. Available in spray, liquid, and tape.
Welcome back. It's calm in our neck of the woods for now. Just temperatures in the 60s and 70s this morning. Off toward the west, we have showers and thunderstorms right here tracking to the northeast. This one hit us this morning. We'll be watching for development coming up this afternoon and later on to the evening time frame.
Thanks, Devin. We have some new developments. There's reportedly an unusual side effect from marijuana.
Some doctors say they're seeing more habitual users are showing up to emergency rooms with uncontrollable vomiting. It apparently can go on for hours. The condition is called cannabis hyperemesis syndrome, or CHS. A new CHS study was published Friday in the journal JAMA Network Open. It found over 800,000 cases of the reported vomiting in Colorado between 2013 and 2018. That's a 29% increase since marijuana was legalized in the state. The study also found there are higher reports in states that have legalized marijuana. The rate was highest in counties with no prior marijuana dispensaries.
Many coronavirus patients recovering from long hospital stays are surprised to find that the days of full COVID coverage are over. While most large insurance companies waived cost sharing for COVID-19 care in 2020, that is no longer the case in 2021. Now COVID patients are getting sticker shock, seeing the kind of significant hospital bills typically associated with major health crises like cancer. A Kaiser Family Foundation analysis found that 72% of health insurance plans were no longer waiving out-of-pocket costs for COVID treatment. That means the majority of COVID patients are now responsible for their full deductibles and copays. The study from the end of August indicates the trend is likely to continue, with patients taking on more and more of their treatment costs.
A study of 3 COVID-19 vaccines in the United States found that Moderna version is the most effective, but not by a lot. The U.S. Centers for the Disease Control and Prevention led the nationwide study. It involved more than 3,600 adults hospitalized for COVID-19 between March and August. Researchers also looked at antibodies in the blood of 100 healthy volunteers after they had been vaccinated. They found Moderna's vaccine was slightly more effective in Pfizer's in keeping people out of the hospital. Moderna's vaccine provided 93% protection against hospitalization to Pfizer's 88%. Researchers found the biggest difference was that Pfizer's effectiveness started to decline about 4 months after people were fully vaccinated. Johnson & Johnson's vaccine comes in third, but still provides more than 70% protection against hospitalization. The CDC says although the data shows some variation in the levels of protection, all three provide substantial protection against COVID-19 hospitalization.
All right, well, up next in sports, the Packers prepare for their first home game tonight with a full stadium.
And the Brewers might have lost to the Cubs, but they made it to the playoffs. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
It's Premier Week on Jeopardy! Reigning champion Matamodio returns with 18 wins and over $500,000. Only 2 other players have won more money. Can he be stopped? It's season premiere week on Jeopardy!
Jeopardy! Weekdays at 4:30 on NBC 12.
Creative Kitchen and Bath Studio has designed beautiful and functional kitchens and baths in the Northwoods. When helping plan your dream kitchen or bath with in-home consultation available, they provide 3D drawings of your spaces to bring your visions to life. Owner and designer Sarah has over 25 years of experience, overseen 500-plus projects, and built strong relationships with local contractors providing superior installation. Whether it's a new home or a remodel, Creative Kitchen and Bath Studio in Eagle River looks forward to making your dream kitchen or bath a reality.
The new LDF Country Market in Lac du Flambeau offers families the freshest meats, produce, bakery, and groceries. Take a closer look and you'll find a smoke shop, beer cave, deli, and liquor all under one roof, with convenient fueling stations just outside. Add Native American arts and crafts and you'll enjoy a unique, spacious shopping experience found nowhere else. Shop the new LDF Country Market today. Get what you need so you can get back to what you enjoy.
Need a new boat? Then it's time to trade and upgrade with American Marine and Motorsports, because we need your old boat. We need to buy fishing boats, pontoons, and speedboats. So trade in your old one and upgrade into a new boat today. Come check out more boats and pontoons in stock than anywhere else in Wisconsin. Or we could help you get top dollar by selling your old boat on consignment. It's time to trade and upgrade with American Marine and Motorsports Shawano.
Forever and ever and ever.
Royal Wood is coming to the Campanile Center for the Arts on Sunday, October 3rd. Since being proclaimed Songwriter of the Year by iTunes, Royal has continued to evolve and hone his musical craft. Attending one of Royal Wood's concerts, you feel as if a dear friend stopped by to perform for you. A natural-born storyteller and songwriter, you will leave this concert wanting to hear more. See Royal Wood at the Campanile Center for the Arts, 7 p.m. Sunday, October 3rd.
Welcome back. The Green Bay Packers will be looking to get into the win column tonight as they host their division rivals, the Detroit Lions. The Packers are coming off an embarrassing loss last week to the New Orleans Saints, 38-3. The Packers have won the last 4 games against the Lions as they won 42-21 week 2 last year in Lambeau and 31-24 during week 14 action in Detroit. The Packers did not turn the ball over at all last season against Detroit in those 2 victories, whereas the Lions turned the ball over once. The Packers will also be playing in front of a full house for the first time since the 2019 season. They had limited fans last year during the playoffs. And kickoff for tonight is scheduled for 7:15, and it can be seen on ESPN. Nate Myhawk and Griffin Stroing will be live at the game all evening long, so make sure that you tune in for that.
After clinching a playoff spot on Saturday, the Brewers looked for the series sweep over the Cubs and got closer to the division title Sunday afternoon. The Cubs got on the board first with their 5th inning when Trace Thompson hit a solo home run. But the Brewers were able to answer, as they have been all year, with an RBI doubles from Colton Wong and Eduardo Escobar. But the Cubs put up a 5 spot in the 8th inning with Patrick Wisdom getting a big hit. The 3-run home run put the Brewers up by 4. The Brewers would score a couple in the 9th inning but fall 6-4. Milwaukee would finish the season series against the Cubs going 15-4. The Cardinals are the only team that can mathematically catch the Brewers, barring a miracle, won their 8th game in a row yesterday, which means that the Brewers' magic number is still at 3. The Brewers welcome the Cardinals for the big 4-game series tonight. First pitch is scheduled for 6:40. Freddie Peralta will get the start.
All right, well, that's really exciting for the Brewers. I kind of had a good feeling about them.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, I really did, because, there was a point in the season where they were just really falling off pretty bad, Megan, but they're bouncing back and they're just killing it. So I'm excited to see what's going to be going on. But as we look outside, Devin, it's not exactly going to be baseball weather later on today.
Yeah, not so much. Earlier on in the day, though, we'll be finding it's windy out here this morning, but we are going to be watching for showers and thunderstorms coming up soon. Here's the winds right now. They're at around 5 to 10 miles per hour from the south to the north, and we'll see this swinging out of the northwest by tomorrow morning. Here's the temperatures right now. Kind of a sticker shock here. Middle 60s this morning, even some 70s off toward the west. Warm front moved through the other day, and now a cold front's approaching later on tonight. All right, the radar, we're watching Minnesota here as we're going to be watching for showers and thunderstorms that will be tracking from the west to the east later on today. These will stay away from us for now, but they will be moving in soon. Travel forecast for today, upper 70s to lower 80s, and for a few areas across the western parts of the state with showers and thunderstorms late. For us, though, we'll pan that map further off to the east. We'll be watching for, again, showers and storms late, temperatures in the upper 70s. And then down toward the south, though, more showers and storms, temperatures in the upper 70s. We'll have more coming up after the break.
Is it time for a new roof? Call Bear Renovations today to get on the schedule for this fall. The Bear is your certified roofing contractor and offers a full 50-year warranty on every shingle roof. Interested in metal roofing? Call the Bear for a free quote today at 715-224-3055 or go to bearrenovations.com. Call the Bear.
Welcome to Land O'Lakes, Serenity at the top of Wisconsin.
Stay with us at the Gateway Lodge in Land O'Lakes. Relax in our indoor pool, delicious dinners, and the coziest lounge in town. Come back to tradition at the historical Gateway Lodge.
Is it time to update your driveway? Contact S&B Asphalt to blacktop your driveway. An update not only looks nice, but it saves on maintenance and adds value to your property. Seal coating and blacktopping residential driveways, commercial properties, and private roads. S&B is equipped for the job. With a strong reputation as an honest company with competitive pricing, you don't need to turn anywhere else. Call S&B Asphalt today for a free estimate.
At Save More Marketplace, our expansive produce section features a large organic selection of the freshest fruits and vegetables. Get ready to fire up your grill with the finest cuts of Black Angus beef, USDA Prime, Wagyu ribeye, over 15 varieties of brats made in-house, and so much more. Our Scratch Bakery has fresh breads and custom cakes and design specialties for any occasion. Our deli has a great selection of meats, cheeses, and quick and easy meals. And with Save More on the go, we bring the freshness to you.
Marilyn Milian, Justice.
Just stop. What you don't know about the law would fill a library. Pay the man.
The People's Court.
You're watching Newswatch 12 today with Sierra Whaley, Megan Mamlock, and Devin Biggs.
Good morning. Thanks for waking up with us today. It's September 20th. It's been 1 week since 4 Minnesotans were found shot to death in an abandoned SUV in Wisconsin. We have followed many developments since then, including the arrest of the father and son. The son turned himself into police in Arizona.
That's right. Among those killed were Matthew Pettis, Jasmine Sturm, Natasha Flood Presley, and Lois Foreman III. David Schumann spoke with Natasha's family as they remember her life and share a message of unity and peace.
Natasha Presley was never alone in life, and she certainly wasn't in death. Not with this community that supported her and loved her.
Natasha was that driving force for me that I began to see how important it was to be a father.
Damone Presley remembered and celebrated his baby girl Saturday in St. Paul, along with all these family members and friends. He said she was bright, loving, and caring, and called her killing a senseless tragedy.
There's no rationalization, justification, any excuse or outrageous nonsense that you can come up with to tell me why or when and how you killed my child.
Naida Presley remembered her granddaughter with stories of how family-oriented she was.
She was a jewel. She was a light. So funny. And she was the glue that keeps all the families together.
Aunts, uncles, and friends spoke about Natasha and also about the futility of living a life of violence. They thanked St. Paul Mayor Melvin Carter as well as law enforcement.
If we determine this crime occurred in St. Paul, everyone in our department and community will be rolling up their sleeves to bring justice to these families.
There are still questions that need answering in this crime and others, a reality that led to the message the Presley family couldn't emphasize enough.
For those who know something, speak up.
You're not a stitch if you tell what you know.
And of course, we'll keep you updated with any further developments with that story there. But as we look outside, Megan, it's pretty calm and clear right now to start off on Monday, but it's going to take a turn later.
Yeah, it looks like we might get some rumbles of thunder, but for more on what to look out for, we're going to head over to the Weather Center to Devin Biggs.
Hey, Megan, good morning. And yeah, we're going to be watching for showers and thunderstorms that will be tracking off to the east later on today. For now, they're looking pretty good, with a cold front right off to the west and storms developing in Minnesota this morning. Those will leave us alone until again later this afternoon to the evening time frame as they're tracking to the northeast now. They're packing a little bit of a punch across northern Minnesota with some gusty winds being noted there this morning. But look at these temperatures, though. Kind of sticker shock here. It's 5:30 in the morning. We got temperatures in the 70s off toward the west. And for us, though, we are also in the middle to upper 60s this morning, and lower 60s in Iron Mountain. So it's warm, slightly muggy out there, but not too bad, though, with winds out of the south right now at around 5 to 10 miles per hour. Some areas getting up to 15 miles per hour at times as well. Now that bus stop forecast coming up for today, we will have temperatures in the lower 60s, mostly sunny skies as you get the kids off to school. As they do come home, though, lower 70s, showers and thunderstorms will be possible. Keep an eye to the sky.
Thanks, Devin. Rhinelander's famous Hodag met up with another famous monster of myth, Point Pleasant, West Virginia's Mothman. The Mothman Festival was canceled this year, but the Hodag still made the trip out to visit the museum and have a little bit of fun. The Hodag hunters compared notes with Mothman maniacs, spreading the word of the Great Pine Beast. You can check out the Hodag's full adventures on the Hodag Store's Facebook page.
Making the most of the quarantine led many people back to old hobbies, especially reading. The Central Wisconsin Book Festival started this week, allowing literature fanatics a fun experience online and in person.
We have a great mix of in-person and virtual events that offer a little something for just about everyone, including children's and adult events, workshops and panel discussions, and author readings.
The festival offers writing workshops as well as author lectures talking about their writing. Attendees can also meet their featured authors from the Wausau area. Chad Dolly from the Marathon County Public Library says adapting for the 2020 festival highlighted new possibilities.
Offering virtual events opens up a whole new audience for us. You don't have to be in central Wisconsin. People can and have and will tune in from all across the country.
Dolly says that both virtual and in-person events give literature lovers a multitude of chances to take part in the event. Festival will continue through Sunday, September 26th.
Well, bells were ringing at the First United Methodist Church for the first time in 6 years. Their bell system broke down in 2015, and they celebrated more than just the new sounds. Newswatch 12's Kyle Bozorski heard what a community can do when it comes together with a shared goal.
The First United Methodist Church of Rhinelander has been a voice in the community, but for 6 years, part of that voice was silenced due to the carillon bells not working. As of today, that voice has been fully restored.
I can't explain how beautiful they are. It just makes you smile.
Pastor Mark Kleisner says that with help from above, a group of motivated parishioners brought the bells back into service.
There were some really wonderful people in the church that is, if God said now's the time.
In May, there were 4 of us that got together, and we had been talking in 2015. We talked about it, and it didn't go. And in May, we met, and we said, we want the carillons.
Dixie Matthews was instrumental in helping the church members contribute to the $10,000 project. Matthews says that when the new carillon was installed, she was blown away.
When we first heard them, when the company put the board in back here and they played them, I just couldn't believe it. Our old carillons were good, but this is much better than our carillons before.
Pastor Mark says the restoration of the system shows the importance of what their church community can accomplish.
I think the bells is the way of building the bridge and reclaiming our voice again to the Rhinelander community, and to just say welcome. We're here for you, and our doors are always open.
In Rhinelander, Kyle Bozorski, Newswatch 12.
Well, that was just such a heartfelt story. That just makes me so happy that they have their bells back. And coming up, we'll have some news you can use, including what Hanson Garden Village is doing to celebrate fall.
That's right, and we'll tell you about the family-friendly events that you can expect this year. We'll have those details after the break.
This portion of Newswatch 12 is brought to you by Ag Country Farm Credit Services.
Does your kitchen need a tune-up? We'll turn your kitchen into a space that you'll love. A variety of services to choose from, and most projects are completed in 1 to 5 days. You'll love your kitchen without spending a fortune. Call Kitchen Tune-Up today.
Hi, I'm Linda, and I am here because of severe chronic back pain. I have been seeing doctors after doctors. I've had back surgery, and I had had enough. So I went to Dr. Scher. I am relieved. I am happy. My family and my husband are very happy that I had this done.
Are you suffering with back or neck pain and considering the possibility of surgery? At the Spinal Aid Center of Wausau, we incorporate the latest technologies, including high-intensity laser therapy that provides the highest success rates in helping people just like you avoid back and neck surgery. With our treatments, there are no drugs and no surgery, just relief. Call today for a free spinal disc severity consultation and see if our treatments are right for you. Call 715-203-4392 or visit us at spinalaid.com. Start living your life pain-free.
Wausau Mobility specializes in service for mobility scooters and power wheelchairs.
Fixed my scooter when I had a minor problem with it. He was prompt and worked with me very well, and he's good people to do business with.
And when you walk out the store, he doesn't forget about you.
Wausau Mobility, serving central and northern Wisconsin. Call us for affordable rates for service, pickup, and delivery.
Does your kitchen need a tune-up? We'll turn your kitchen into a space that you'll love. Kitchen Tune-Up, the fast and affordable way to freshen up your favorite room. A variety of services to choose from and most projects completed in 1 to 5 days. Call Kitchen Tune-Up today.
Hey, welcome back. It's a beautiful and warm start to the day, but you can tell something's brewing outside. We have to look all the way to Minnesota to see that this morning with showers and thunderstorms that are presently developing. And tracking to the northeast, these storms are only producing some gusty winds this morning, but down toward the south, we are watching more that are developing, but you notice they're not really holding their own all that much. We're starting to weaken a little bit, and high pressure, though, is well off to the east. We notice these storms having a hard time tracking off to the east, but they will be tracking off to the east later on today. But as we give you the bigger picture right now, this is kind of what we're looking at here. The system's well off toward our west of Minnesota right now. High pressure is well off to the east across the northeastern states. So we'll be watching this tracking off to the east later on today. But once it moves through, the winds will be swinging out of the northwest. But right now, look at this, 66 degrees in Rhinelander, 61 degrees in Tomahawk, 68 degrees in Wausau this morning. Other areas are in the middle 60s, and then 70s off towards the west too. We'll do the upper 70s today as clouds will be moving in this afternoon ahead of thunderstorms that'll be moving in with some lower 60s, even middle 60s on the way after that. So really feeling like fall, and then some upper 60s on the way as we head towards Sunday. Average high now 67 degrees for this time of the year. Now we got 2 waves of cool air on the way from Canada, though. You can tell we're in that battle of the seasons now. Fall's a transition season as we get closer to winter, and it's going to feel like it now with temperatures getting cooler and cooler, getting ever so closer to winter. Now, before that, though, we do have dew points that are up this morning thanks to that warm front that passed through. So this will be fuel for some rainfall and thunderstorms on the way later today. Some of those may get a little on the stronger side, but we can put the muggy meter away basically after today, as we're going to be in comfy territory pretty much all the time once we get past today, with dew points right down to lower to middle 60s, but they won't be after that. Winds are out of the south of the north right now at around 5 to 10 miles per hour. Some areas up to 15 miles per hour this morning, with gusts that'll reach up to around 20 to even 30 miles per hour coming up later on today, then swinging out of the northwest afterward, but still remaining gusty as we head into the day on Tuesday. Now the storm risk, though. Again, the yellow area is under a slight risk of 2 out of 5 risk with some of those stronger storms. Areas to the northeast, maybe just a little bit smaller, but we'll be watching, though, for heavy rain, some high winds, and a little bit of hail as well. But again, the biggest threat will be the rain and the gusty winds as well. The tornado threat, very isolated and small. We'll just need to be focused on more of the wind, hail, and, of course, the heavy rain. Futurecast, as we do move forward, we'll be watching for showers and thunderstorms arriving later on. Many people watching Green Bay, as we do have that Packers game coming up later on tonight. We may have to watch for a few scattered showers and thunderstorms early, but then the line starts to approach our viewing area by around 8 to 9 o'clock. But not moving through Green Bay till about midnight, so we should be able to get the game in before things get a little rough. But afternoon showers and thunderstorms today will have highs in the upper 70s and south wind at around 10 to 25 miles per hour. Overnight tonight, showers and thunderstorms likely, lows in the lower 50s at northwest wind at around 10 to 25 miles per hour. Northwoods Furniture and Mattress 7-day forecast. Here we go. So we dry out Tuesday all the way through Thursday. Falls on Wednesday, and it's going to feel like it too. More rain chances by Friday. Looking good for the weekend right now. Temperatures in the 60s. But right now, the focus, though, is on today with storm chances in the forecast.
Thanks, Devin. Well, Hanson's Garden Village opened up their fall festivities last weekend.
And some of these attractions include a kiddie corn maze, tractor hay rides, and an indoor pumpkin patch. They also have lots of other fun things like a pumpkin bowling and a straw bale playground that opens Saturday.
It's just nice to have like a close activity for children to bring them, so you can take them through the corn maze, on a tractor ride through the field. The leaves are changing colors. It's so pretty, and you can pick out your fall decor.
And all of that fun will be available for the next 4 weekends, and it all leads up to the big event of the season in mid-October.
All of our fall activities kind of culminate with Fall Fest on Saturday, October 16th. It's our last big event before we close down for the season.
Fall Fest will go from 10 to 3 on that day. More information about Fall Fest and their other seasonal specialties can be found on their website.
Alzheimer's is a disease that leaves so many people feeling very isolated and very alone.
The Walk to End Alzheimer's Disease took place this weekend, raising $75,000.
Coming up at 6:30, we'll see how the walk will make a positive impact on the Rhinelander community.
When you shop Goodwill for amazing deals on back-to-school items, you make an impact. Your support keeps items out of the landfill and fuels job training and opportunities for people with barriers to employment. When you shop and donate back to school at Goodwill, Goodwill starts with you.
Did you know a vented dirt crawl space is unhealthy for you and your home? Did you know it makes your home harder to heat and cool? A vented dirt crawl space is a breeding ground for mold and critters, and it affects the air quality of your entire home. Let SureDry protect your home. When it comes to crawl spaces, nobody does it better. SureDry will transform your crawl space into a dry, usable space to make your entire home healthier. Call SureDry today.
Need a new boat? Then it's time to trade and upgrade with American Marine and Motorsports, because we need your old boat. We need to buy fishing boats, pontoons, and speedboats. So trade in your old one and upgrade into a new boat today. Come check out more boats and pontoons in stock than anywhere else in Wisconsin. Or we could help you get top dollar by selling your old boat on consignment. It's time to trade and upgrade with American Marine and Motorsports Shawano.
Is it time for a new roof? Call Bear Renovations today to get on the schedule for this fall. The Bear is your certified roofing contractor and offers a full 50-year warranty on every shingle roof. Interested in metal roofing? Call the Bear for a free quote today at 715-224-3055 or go to bearrenovations.com. Call the Bear.
To the dentist. To the dentist. To the dentist.
We're off to see the dentist, the most wonderful dentist of all. They are the whiz of all there is that has teeth involved. If ever a doc there was, these are them because of the painless care that causes a buzz. We're off to see the dentist, the most wonderful dentist of all.
When you shop Goodwill for amazing deals on back-to-school items, you make an impact. Your support keeps items out of the landfill and fuels job training and opportunities for people with barriers to employment. When you shop and donate back to school at Goodwill, Goodwill starts with you.
Newswatch 12's Big Old Fish is brought to you by Kurt's Island Sports Shop in Minocqua.
You're going to need a bigger boat.
What kind of fish practices medicine? A sturgeon. And speaking of sturgeons, that's where we're going to start off this week's Big Old Fish with Nicole Dickinson from Hilbert, Wisconsin. Nicole was able to harvest the 76.3-inch, 110-pound lake sturgeon from Lake Winnebago in February during the spearing season. There's really no debating it. That is one big old fish. Way to go, Nicole. Keep on bringing them in. Next up on this week's Big Old Fish, we have Kristin Beckel from Woodstock, Illinois. She caught this beauty smallmouth on Presque Isle Lake using a jig and night crawler. And this fish was released to fight another day. Way to go, Kristin. Keep on reeling them in. Moving right along with this week's Big Old Fish, we have 13-year-old Caitlin Yenerick from Avon, Indiana. Now, Caitlin was fishing on Spirit Lake while visiting her grandma and grandpa when she caught this beautiful 13-inch crappie. Yep, Caitlin, that's a big old fish. Way to go. Keep on reeling them in. Next up, we have George Adams from Lake Tomahawk. And he probably got more than he bargained for when he tied into this absolute tank of a largemouth that measured in at 22 inches and 6.2 pounds. Yep, that's a big old fish. Way to go, George. Keep on reeling them in. And finally on this week's Big Old Fish, we have Joyce Fassbender, who is a young 88 years old from Pelican Lake, Wisconsin, who caught this beautiful 22-inch walleye on local waters during a mother-son outing. Well, it doesn't get much better than that. Mother, her son, big old fish. Yep, that's how you do it. Way to go, Joyce. Keep on reeling them in. All right, fishermen and women, make sure to keep those trophy pictures coming. All the information you need to be in a future episode of Big Old Fish and win a Northland taxidermy fish mount is on our website, WJFW.com. And remember, anglers, fish on.
All righty, we got some gusty winds. We are watching this morning. They are out of the south, going toward the north at around 5 to 10 with gusts up to 15 miles per hour at times. And we're watching the temperatures as well. They're pretty mild this morning, though, with temperatures in the 60s and even some lower 70s outside at times, too. So you can tell there's a cold front on the way with the active weather this morning. There it is right now with storms across parts of Minnesota. They're not marching much to the east right now. What's to the southwest as well in southwest Minnesota, weakening, too. So we won't see anything arriving until about the afternoon and an evening time frame. We'll be watching for some of those storms that may get a little on the stronger side. But your travel forecast coming up for today, though, for those traveling, getting close to 80s across the western parts of the state with showers and thunderstorms possible. For us, though, not too bad, a little bit cooler in the upper 70s as well, but not by a whole lot. 78 degrees in Green Bay, and then down toward the south, we will be watching for upper 70s and more storms in the forecast. We'll have more coming up after the break.
I'm Tammy, owner of Wausau Hearns Furniture. Hearns Furniture has been part of the Wausau community for over 46 years. Thank you for your business. When you are in need of furniture or a flippable mattress, remember Hearns Furniture, half-mile from Fleet Farm, Wausau.
Are your floors looking worn and outdated? Stop by Eagle Floor Covering in Eagle River for all your flooring needs.
View our large selection of carpet, hardwood, laminate, vinyl, tile, and area rugs.
We have a knowledgeable staff, competitive pricing, and free estimates. Locally owned and operated for over 2 decades.
Come in and let over 40 years of combined sales and service experience help you select the right floor for your lifestyle and budget.
Eagle Floor Covering on Twilight Lane off Highway 70 West, across from Eagle River Cabinets.
The Diocese of La Crosse televised Mass, Sundays at 6:30 a.m. on this station. Please join Bishop Callahan and the priests and faithful of the diocese Sunday mornings at 6:30 a.m.
Fall weather is right around the corner, and Menards has what you need to prepare your lawn. Applying fall lawn food to your yard will help prepare it for winter dormancy and will ensure a healthy lawn in the spring. This 17-pound bag of Menards premium lawn food covers up to 5,000 square feet. Save 11% on all Menards premium lawn food. Get 11% off everything right now at Menards.
Save big money at Menards.
The following More You Know programs will air outside of their regular schedule due to sports coverage. This guide reflects the change in programming on NBC 12.
I'm Tammy, owner of Wausau Hearns Furniture. Hearns Furniture has been part of the Wausau community for over 46 years. Thank you for your business. When you are in need of furniture or a flippable mattress, remember Hearns Furniture, half-mile from Fleet Farm, Wausau.
You're watching Newswatch 12 today with Sierra Whaley, Megan Mamlock, and Devin Biggs.
And welcome back. A pair of California wildfires have reached an area where some of the world's largest trees are located, and the KNP Complex wildfire is now burning in a small area of the iconic giant forest in Sequoia National Park. The fire was started by lightning earlier this month and compromises the Colony and Paradise fires, and the fire has burned over 21,000 acres within the park's footprint and is 0% contained. Giant sequoias, which can reach heights of 300 feet, have already been hit hard by fires in the state in recent years, and the National Park Service says 2/3 of all giant sequoia grove acreage across the Sierra Nevada have burned in wildfires between 2015 and 2020, and sequoias that were killed during last year's Castle Fire would have ranged from hundreds to 3,000 years old. So not a good situation to see all this going on with, again, more wildfires is causing problems, you two.
Absolutely. I think it's just so scary. I think I actually saw something recently too, and it was fire officials wrapped a tree with I think it was aluminum foil. to kind of protect it. It was really weird. But
I mean, it would make sense. I've never heard of it before,
Okay.
but I mean, not out of the realm of possibilities. Aluminum foil is one of those things to where it does something with heat. I mean, I haven't done much study on aluminum foil, so it's hard to say.
Yeah, I've only seen the big redwood trees in San Francisco, but to see how big those trees are would just be massively devastating for those areas.
Yeah, and historical trees too. I mean, 3,000 years old. So you really think about those when those trees have been around for so long. You think, what stories could these trees tell over the course of time too, right? So hopefully we can try to minimize some of that damage that's going on. But thankfully for us, we have the opposite problem. We have storms on the way again, which may be a rude wake-up call for us tonight. So let's talk about that here. We do have showers and storms in Minnesota right now. They will leave us alone this morning, but throughout the day, the clouds will move in. The storms arriving by about the late afternoon to the evening time frame. The Packers game, that's on everybody's mind, though. We will have to watch that, as that may get a little sketchy at times. Right now, those temperatures, though, are pretty warm, close to the 60s and 70s by your next 3 days. Once we get past today, we dry out and cool off, temperatures in the low 60s. But everyone's talk, definitely the Packers game for tonight, because not only with a big game, with a divisional game, there's also concerns about the weather. We're watching maybe pop-up scattered showers and storms maybe during the game, but the biggest concern will be that line, which looks to hit a little after midnight. So I think we should get that game in, but it's going to be close. So kind of keep an eye to the radar during that game for those going.
Yeah, I know a lot of people are going to be looking out for that. It's a really, really crazy, exciting night at Lambeau Field tonight. I'm very curious to see the outcome. I'm hoping, of course, the Packers win, but then again, I'm trying to give a little hope to the Lions, i.e. our producer, but, I'm trying to give a little leeway.
I'm just going to be brutal, and I'm not a Packers fan, but I do hope the Packers beat the Lions, just to be brutal to our producer, Kevin.
Well, I'm a converted Packers fan, so I'm hoping that they win their first home game, because that's always great to win at home.
Go Bears. I'm in trouble now.
Oh, boy.
Well, next on Newswatch 12 today, Tomahawk's fall ride occurred last weekend, and we'll give you a recap of all the fun that took place.
That's right. Plus, one local woman who has lived in her home for 47 years needs your help. We'll tell you how. That's coming up in the next half hour. But first, you're waking up with Newswatch 12 today on NBC.
Hi, this is Jenny, the manager of your local Big Deal store. Visit our store and save money while supporting local businesses. Go to anagobigdeals.com. That's anagobigdeals.com.
Let me introduce me. Here I come. Yeah.
Cuts, colors, braids, and fades. We stand for style. Cost Cutter Salons.
Whether you're just starting out, looking for a change, or returning to the industry, Cost Cutters will help you grow and support you in achieving your career goal. Learn more today at costcutters.com/careers.
Whatever your style, we stand for style. Visit costcutters.com to find your nearest location.
Celebrate fall at the 27th Annual Fall Harvest Festival, downtown Phillips on September 25th. Fun for the whole family, including craft fair, fall specials, pumpkin decorating, and more. New this year, live music, food, and beer at Elk Lake Park from 4 to 8. That's September 25th, downtown Phillips. Is it time for a new roof? Call Bear Renovations today to get on the schedule for this fall. The Bear is your certified roofing contractor and offers a full 50-year warranty on every shingle roof. Interested in metal roofing? Call the Bear for a free quote today at 715-224-3055 or go to bearrenovations.com. Call the Bear.
Hi, I'm Joe. I'm from Alpaca. I came to see Dr. Scher because I was having severe lower back pain. It was so bad that I could only walk about 20 feet without having to sit down again. After seeing Dr. Scher, I have absolutely no pain. Can't thank him and his staff enough. How do you thank somebody for giving your life back?
Are you suffering with back or neck pain and considering the possibility of surgery? At the Spinal Aid Center of Wausau, we incorporate the latest technologies, including high-intensity laser therapy that provides the highest success rates in helping people just like you avoid back and neck surgery. With our treatments, there are no drugs and no surgery, just relief. Call today for a free spinal disc severity consultation and see if our treatments are right for you. Call 715-203-4392 or visit us at spinalaid.com. Start living your life pain-free.
Ross's Sports Shop is family-owned and well-known as the fishing pros in Price County. Book one of our professional guides to learn the tactics that are proven fish catchers in our area.
Right now on Newswatch 12, today, bikers from all over the country came to the Northwoods to enjoy the annual Tomahawk Fall Ride. We'll take you there, plus...
Watching for showers and thunderstorms off toward the west over in Minnesota this morning. When will they be in our own backyard? Your full forecast is coming up.
And we'll give you details about an upcoming series focusing on women entrepreneurs in the Northwoods. It's Monday, September 20th.
Your local news and weather from where you live. Newswatch 12 Today starts now.
Thanks for waking up with us today. I'm Megan Mamlock here with Sierra Whaley. Every fall, bikers from around the country make their way to Tomahawk for Fall Ride.
That's right. Newswatch 12's Kyle Pazorski traveled to Tomahawk to find out what made the annual event worth riding to each year.
Here in the Northwoods, when the leaves begin to change, you know it's time for Fall Ride, which happens every year here in Tomahawk.
We're just out having a good time.
Bikers came from all around the country to take part in Tomahawk's signature fall event.
I mean, I've seen people from New York, I've seen people from California that come here and come to Sturgis and come here and they'll be in Daytona, and it's pretty neat.
Earl Neville says that coming to Fall Ride is just a part of enjoying his chopper.
It's enjoyable. You know, that's freedom to ride. You can get on a motorcycle. You can see the wildlife. You can see the national parks. It just seems like it's more enjoyable. You're more part of nature.
Those from the area agree that motorcyclists ride their bikes because it brings enjoyment to them.
People that are maybe bored with the day-to-day life, and they need a little excitement, a little escape. That's what it is for me.
And even with the events of last year not happening, it makes this year all the more fun.
People are just happy. I think, it's, COVID is kind of in the rear view, for now anyway. And, people are out here, they're excited, and they're just happy to be back to normal stuff like this.
In Tomahawk, Kyle Pazorski, Newswatch 12.
That's really awesome to see. I mean, I know that I saw riders all over, even in Rhinelander. I mean, everywhere that I just maneuvered or went around on Saturday, I saw riders everywhere. So that's really cool that they could come together here. But Megan, as we look outside, it's really clear right now, but later is going to be a little different.
Yeah, this weekend was beautiful, but I guess we're going to have some rumbling thunderstorms coming into the area. But for more on what to expect, let's head over to the Weather Center to see Devin Biggs for more. Devin?
And Megan, good morning. Sierra, good morning as well. So we will be watching for more showers and thunderstorms arriving later today, more so late afternoon to the evening time frame. No, they're off towards the west right now, moving to the northeast, leaving us alone for now. We'll throw that radar into motion. So the Minnesota line right about in here, and everything's tracking out to the northeast. This morning, more showers and storms off toward the west. That will leave us alone for now. But again, later this afternoon into the early evening, we'll be watching a line of showers and storms moving in. But look at these temperatures. We got 70s, we have 60s across the viewing area this morning, though. You can tell it's very warm and a little muggy out there, but you can tell something is brewing in a few spots. And the wind's already active out of the south to the north at around 5 to 10, even up to 15 miles per hour. But they will be swinging out of the northwest tomorrow, and that will make it feel like fall. But your remote learning forecast as we do move forward today, making it into the upper 70s early, but once the storms start to approach, I'll cool temperatures off into the lower 70s by around the evening time frame.
Thanks, Devin. Well, even if you didn't know Mr. Lloyd Blocker, you probably spotted his iconic Christmas lights in Rhinelander. Thousands of his lights brought plenty of cheer, but since his passing, the home he and his wife built over the decades needs a little help from their neighbors. Newswatch 12's Lily Zoller brings us a love story that needs your help getting to happily ever after.
And then right after that, met him. We started dating. Then I ended up marrying him.
Mary Jane and Lloyd Blocker were married for 67 years.
So that's how I met my husband, a Halloween dance.
According to many of their 10 children, this was no simple love story, though. It was a tale between two soulmates.
Everything that my father did, he did for his family, especially my mother.
After seeing a for sale sign on a house in their favorite vacation town, Lloyd and Mary Jane worked tirelessly to save up and buy it. Once it was theirs, Lloyd spent every moment he wasn't working building a home for him and the love of his life.
He built the deck back here for her and put up her garden, her little flower garden in there.
47 years in this house.
These hearts up here on the eaves of the house, my dad put a special touch on there for my mom. He put those hearts up there to show my mom how much he loved her and how much he loved building this house for her.
Making memories and setting new traditions. The most well-remembered was Lloyd's annual Christmas decorations. He spent the 3 months leading up to Christmas covering his house in thousands of lights that brought children and community members back year after year.
You'd talk to him and ask him, say, have you been a good boy, a good little girl? And yeah, we have been, Mr. Blocker.
His lights were so iconic here in Rhinelander that Lloyd earned the nickname Mr. Christmas. And Mr. Christmas continued to spread holiday cheer until he wasn't there to do it anymore.
We miss it all. We just miss it all, but we have such beautiful memories of my dad, of what he did for the community.
The walls he built and decorated are still keeping the light of his life safe.
It'll be my home until I die, because he built it for me. And everything in that house he built for me.
But a failing septic system could force her out ahead of schedule. The Blocker family is working to raise money to replace the system so their mother can spend her final days in the only place she says she's ever called a home.
We're just hoping that the community can help us out for this so my mother can live the remaining of her years in the home that she loves so much and has got so many memories.
In Rhinelander, Lily Zoller, Newswatch 12.
Wow. And if you want to help the Blockers reach their $7,000 goal, you can donate to their GoFundMe page, and you can search Well for Grandma Blocker on the GoFundMe website for details. And that is just such a heartfelt story, Megan. You can really feel the love just through that. And so I really hope that the community comes together for them.
Especially with having Christmas lights every year. Like, that's just such a joy to have, and to not be able to have that anymore, to give back to them for giving the community so much would be such a sweet ending to the story.
Absolutely. I'm sure that the community will definitely come together.
Well, up next on Newswatch 12 today, we'll be joined by the executive director from the Vilas County Economic Development Corporation.
That's right, and she'll give us details on an upcoming series focusing on women entrepreneurs. Stay with us. We're back in 2 minutes.
If you're a contractor or do-it-yourselfer, make Argonne Lumber your first stop. High-quality materials, personalized service, expert staff, and delivery are just some of the things Argonne Lumber is known for. Stop in and smell the lumber at Argonne Lumber, 2 locations in Argonne and Rhinelander.
It's so hard to find the perfect home today. Design yours at North Country Homes. Since 1973, we've been blessed at North Country Homes to have over 8,000 happy customers. That's really our goal, to build our clients the perfect house the way they want it. We have so many styles and options to choose from to make it your dream home.
Let our family build your perfect home.
Homes you can feel good about. North Country Homes.
At US Cellular, we know the local landscape, so we can help everyone stay connected for less.
Right now, get up to $1,200 off any 5G phone. The choice is yours.
Whether it's adapting the network for a strong signal where you work, or optimizing your coverage where you play, we're always hard at work to make sure our state-of-the-art 5G network works for you.
Up to $1,200 off any 5G phone with no trade-in or hidden fees.
US Cellular, America's locally grown wireless.
Dear exit strategy. All your pieces are in place. A tranquil lake, a serene sky, an emerald forest, a secret hideout. Thanks for being there, just when I need you most. Always, Toyota SUVs.
Get $500 customer cash on a new Corolla, CHR, Sienna, RAV4, Venza, or Highlander. Find yours at Toyota.com. Toyota, let's go places.
Straight from the source, Lake Nokomis Cranberries in Eagle River features award-winning cranberry wines. Visit the gift shop for a wine tasting and browse the large assortment of cranberry-themed products. Marsh tours are offered summer through fall. Visit the website for details.
Welcome back. Happy Monday. Starting off calm this morning, but if you step outside, it's pretty warm out there. We got temperatures in the 60s this morning, and you can tell something's brewing outside, but it's off in Minnesota this morning where showers and thunderstorms are developing. Some of those have produced gusty winds this morning too, but if you look further down toward the south though, we are watching things slowly but surely tracking off to the east, but it's taking its time doing so. So we won't see any of this till about the late afternoon into the early time frame though. As you do zoom things out, this is all courtesy of a cold front right out toward the west, but once we get this through, it's really going to cool off with temperatures in the 60s and winds swinging out of the northwest. But those temperatures right now are in the middle 60s in Land O'Lakes, Santa Manitowish Waters, close to 70 degrees in Arbor Vitae, and there are some 70s further off toward the northwest, so a very warm start to the day with upper 70s on the way before we're all finished up. Then lower to middle 70s as we do move forward for the next several days. Then back into the upper 60s. Excuse me, did I say 70s earlier? I meant lower to middle 60s, excuse me. And then upper 60s as we head towards Sunday. Our average high being 67 degrees for this time of the year. Now, here's how this is going to work out where we will be cooling off into the 60s. Not one, but two waves of cool air moving down from Canada will be moving in. As we do approach fall, it is that transition season, and it's starting to behave like it with cooler temperatures that will be on the way. But before that, though, we do have dew points that are feeling more summer-like. We do have lower to middle 60s for dew points, so it's just a little humid out there this morning. But after today, though, we can put the muggy meter away because we will be seeing dew points well below the 50-degree threshold here that we usually see here. Right now, we're in the 60s this morning, but after that, days will really begin to ease up and feel a little bit more comfortable outside, but a little cooler out there as well. But we're also watching the wind out of the south to the north at around 5 to 10, even up to 15 miles per hour this morning, but gusts up to 30 miles per hour on the way today. And we'll maintain that later on tonight, though, up to around 20 miles per hour as the winds swing out of the north. Meanwhile, as we do move forward, though, we will be watching for those storms that could get a little stronger at times. A 2 out of 5 risk for some of those storms to get on the stronger side, and with the risk currently being an isolated 29 out of the question, but small, a little bit of hail, but the biggest threat being high winds and heavy rainfall at times for the threat you do see there on the map. But meanwhile, Futurecast, as we do move forward, Green Bay's on the map too because we got that Packer game coming up for it tonight. We'll be watching for maybe a few scattered showers and thunderstorms during the afternoon time frame. The line knocking on our door by about 6 to 7 o'clock, and we'll slowly move throughout the evening time frame. But once we get that through, we'll get close to Green Bay by about 12 to 1 o'clock in the morning, so we should get the game in with minimal interruptions. But coming up for today, though, we will be watching for afternoon showers and thunderstorms, highs in the upper 70s, and south wind at around 10 to 25 miles per hour. Overnight tonight, showers and thunderstorms likely, lows in the lower 50s, and northwest wind at around 10 to 25 miles per hour. Northwoods Furniture and Mattress 7-day forecast. Tuesday all the way through Thursday, we're drying out. We have temperatures in the lower to middle 60s. No rain chances after today until Friday. Temperatures in the middle 60s. And the weekend for now looking pretty good. Temperatures remaining in the 60s. Sierra?
The Vilas County Economic Development Corporation will be hosting a Northwoods Women's Entrepreneur Fall Speaker Series. And joining us this morning to tell us about that is Executive Director of Vilas County Economic Development Corps, Kathy Schmitz. How are you this morning, Kathy?
I'm good, Sierra. How are you?
I'm doing great. It's always a joy to talk to you, and I'm so excited for this because I feel like you are always having these really awesome, informative events. So tell me about the Northwoods Women's Entrepreneur Speaker Series.
Sure, absolutely. So this is really a unique, first of its kind speaker series for the Northwoods, focusing on women entrepreneurship. Where we're featuring 4 exceptional women CEOs to learn how they founded, developed, or are leading, thriving, truly thriving, global, national, state, or Northwoods private, public-private, and nonprofit businesses. And we even have an entrepreneur CEO from ABC Shark Tank kicking things off this week, and I'll tell you a little bit more about that in a minute. So, Sierra, as we know, even today, women in business still face many hurdles. Salary, gender inequity, work-family balance, to name just a few. And so we hope this series will not only empower women business owners through our truly fabulous speakers, but provide expert advice and real resources and tips to help women launch and grow their businesses. And women-owned businesses businesses generate $1.7 trillion in revenues and employ nearly 9 million people. And the number of women-owned businesses increased a dramatic 31 times between 1972 and 2018.
Oh, those are really significant numbers there to note. And so, you have some fabulous speakers for the event coming from all around the globe. So tell me who's going to be there.
Yeah, we really do. We're really kind of taking an approach where we're going global, and then we're kind of bringing film to the Northwoods. On Tuesday, October 5th, we have Wendy Bauman, and Wendy is president of the Wisconsin Women's Business Initiative Corporation, and she'll be talking about putting dreams to work, women in business making an impact. On Tuesday, October 19th, we'll have our very own Northwoods, Marcia McVicker. She is the founder and CEO of Lila, Help Me Lila, formerly known as Aaron Solutions, which is now a national concierge service. And then finally, we'll wrap things up on Wednesday, November 10th, with Missy Hughes. And Missy is Secretary and CEO of the Wisconsin Economic Development Corporation, and she'll be talking about those concrete tips I was alluding to. So Wisconsin tools, resources, and funding to achieve your success.
Wow, that is truly amazing. So Kathy, most importantly, how can people register for the event?
So first and foremost, women and yes, men can attend the event if they would like to. The series is free, and each program will be held over the lunch hour from noon to 1 o'clock. So really just a brief, kind of convenient meetup. It will be held, as I mentioned, over Zoom, and people can register for one or all of the speakers, and they register by going to our website at Vilas County Economic Development, which is vilasdc.org.
All right, well, that is so awesome. Thank you so much, Kathy, for joining us this morning and telling us about this awesome event, and I hope you have a fantastic day.
Thank you, Sierra. You too.
Coming up, we have What's Trending, including how a horse is encouraging kids to read.
Plus, a race that takes place up high in the sky. We'll take a look at that with those stories up next in What's Trending.
Marilyn Milian, Justice.
Just stop. What you don't know about the law would fill a library. Pay the man.
The People's Court.
Whatever your water worry, Culligan Water can help. With over 40 filtration systems, from the world's best softener and safer drinking water systems, no one filters more than Culligan Water. The only water that comes with a van. Contact Culligan Water, the local water experts.
Welcome to Patchouli Garden in Park Falls. We love authentic Indonesian patchouli, and we specialize in our original custom blends. Everything with the Patchouli Garden name on it we make right here in our store. Visit Patchouli Garden in the store or online.
The following More You Know programs will air outside of their regular schedule due to sports coverage. This guide reflects the change in programming on NBC 12.
With a Honda in your garage, every summer adventure leads to another. Get an incredible summer offer on a new Honda, only at the Honda Summer Sales Event.
Ready, set, go.
The new Double Cheese Chicken Boss Burrito from Taco John's is queso good. Because inside, you'll find our new and improved Queso Blanco, which is anything but queso-so. It's a dreamy, creamy, 3-cheese, red pepper, and smoky hatch chili delight. Only this burrito can handle all that queso plus nacho cheese. Double down on delicious with the new Double Cheese Chicken Boss Burrito, part of our Queso Blanco creations, only at Taco John's. Bigger, bolder, better.
Hi, I'm Karen from the Hearing House, where we practice honesty, integrity, compassion, and fantastic products to help our neighbors reach their full potential. It's a fact that better hearing leads to more confidence, better relationships, more fun in life. You'll get our 60-day money-back guarantee, as well as all the care needed to help you succeed in better hearing. Don't let another day slip by. Call us today.
Make your house a hearing house.
This portion of Newswatch 12 is brought to you by Stone Innovations, Rhinelander and Plover.
It's 6:19 and time now for What's Trending. Well, it's time to celebrate the most popular pizza ever. It's National Pepperoni Pizza Day. Yes, the first pizza was reportedly created in 1889 by Rafael Esposito, and since then, pizza has evolved. People put a multitude of toppings on their pie, from anchovies and pineapple to sausage and bacon. However, pepperoni remains the most popular. According to a poll by YouGov, 64% of Americans say pepperoni is their favorite pizza topping. And whether you like your Chicago style or New York style, thin and crispy or deep dish, you can celebrate the day by grabbing a pepperoni pizza. And I love pepperoni, love it. So I'll be celebrating today. But somebody does not like pepperoni, and I think we need to talk about it.
Yeah, it's me. I like everything besides pepperoni. Like, I love pineapple, I love prosciutto, I love...
Whoa. This is a problem.
Any other meat on the pizza, yes. But for some reason, pepperoni, just like, I don't like the taste of it, and I don't like the texture of it. Oh my God. And it always holds all the grease, too. I don't like that.
It does, but that gives it the flavor. I mean, of course, it's not technically good for you, but it's fine.
Isn't everything bad for us anymore, basically?
Well, basically, yeah.
Yeah, basically. But
in moderation.
But yeah, pretty much. But I know, yeah, pineapple, I'm going to give a thumbs down to. I don't even like it in general. But
you don't like it at all?
I don't like it at all.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, it is very interesting. But pepperoni, originally growing up, I didn't like it, but I warmed up to it over time. Okay. So I will definitely eat almost anything on a pizza except pineapple. Wrong P word there.
Yeah, that'll be, I know I'm going to celebrate, so I'm definitely going to have to get me
I'm going to give me a pepperoni pizza. So I usually get the Supreme pizzas that have like everything on it.
Oh, that's good. Except for pineapple, of course.
Except pineapple.
Except pineapple.
Gotcha. Well, sometimes we all need a little bit of encouragement, and One Horse contributed to a library to encourage children to read. The Cytherean Harrison Public Library is full of books on horses, but the four-legged friend wasn't the only one on the pages. Hank the horse was there to inspire kids to find a love for reading. Through the program, kids can check out a library book and take it to Regan's farm. Then they're encouraged to read to Hank and to the 11 other rescue horses. And we're sure that Hank may want some hay to snack on, but besides that, he's doing a pretty spectacular job of helping kids read. I think that's so sweet. I remember there's a horse called Ed, I think, back in the day. So it's kind of cute that there's like a new generation of a horse to kind of help foster education.
Yeah, I think anything to just kind of inspire kids to read more is really good, especially nowadays since we have so much technology and they may want to go straight to the iPad or the computer, but it's good to just read an actual book. I mean, if I would have seen Hank, I might have been more inspired when I was younger to read more. I don't know.
I think I just want to pet the horse. I'd just be excited just to nuzzle
I know,
up.
right? You can see on both sides, but we all remember in school, did anyone ever have to use those old plastic phones and you had to read yourself in elementary school? You ever had to do that?
That's actually jogging my memory a little bit.
The plastic phones to read to yourself?
Yeah, you literally like held this plastic phone up to your ear, and I don't know.
Like PVC piping, right?
You almost want to say that. It was like, yeah, pretty much, yeah.
Was it a plastic phone or a cup?
It was a plastic phone, and it literally looked like a phone. I had to see my mother still has one, and she can send me a picture. I'll just show you. But yeah, she had to do that too. She taught for 35 years before she retired in 2019, and she did that too. But the point being here, I think it's so cool when you get to sit out on a farm and read to a horse. I think that's even better, and you get to enjoy nature at its finest. Exactly. And it's really cool to see that. And these are rescue horses too. Give them some love too, and that's one way to do it. But meanwhile, though, speaking of cool things going on, hot air balloons light up the night sky. Last weekend, a sky-high tradition returned this year in suburban St. Louis. The Great Forest Park Balloon Race features nearly 70 hot air balloons, and the event opened Friday night in a 30-acre field that featured the balloons lit up in all their colorful glory after dusk. And the evening allowed visitors to enjoy the sights and meet the pilots. It all sets the stage for Saturday's race, where balloon pilots tried to drop a beanbag as close as possible to a mark set by the lead balloon. And the event dates back to 1973 and says it lays claim to being the second longest running balloon race in the country. And funny it mentioned that race there too. When I went to college in Macomb, Illinois, they have a balloon rally there that actually just happened not too long ago, and they have that exact race. And I actually did get to fly on a balloon with a pilot before I moved up here. And first off, it's really cool, but that race, not easy because you got to rely on the wind currents.
I was going to say, you must know a lot because it deals with weather and everything. I've never been in a hot air balloon, but I know Merrill had their balloon festival, I think, a few months ago, which I wish I'd gone to, but I missed it. But
yeah, hey, there's always next year, right?
There is.
Yeah, there is. I haven't been in one either, but that's definitely on my bucket list.
We gotta get both of you into a hot air balloon. It's
That'd
really,
be fun.
it's
That'd
really
be super
cool.
fun.
Although the day I flew, it was like hardly any wind up in the atmosphere, so that didn't help much. But it was still pretty cool to see. And I think we flew over an interstate, and people were honking and waving at us and everything else. It's a popular thing down in Illinois and Missouri, so in other states too. So we gotta get you two in a hot air balloon sometime. But today would not be a day to fly in a hot air balloon because it's windy outside for starters, and we have storms on the way. We have thunderstorms in Minnesota, and those will be moving in later on today. But then once we get past today, it gets chilly. Lower 60s on the way. We'll have more coming up after the break.
Golden fingers and we love everywhere we go. We sing about
love about the care that's here. Dr. Drager takes his time with patients. These things are non-invasive. It's a treatment that is not painful in the least. Dr. Drager has done wonders for me, and I think he can do the same for you.
When searching for your next truck, you want your truck to last. Get the job done right with a Lenz truck. We have them all. Half-ton trucks, Power Strokes, Cummins, Duramax, SUVs, over 800 to choose from. Know that all Lenz trucks are fully inspected, certified clean, and can be bought hassle-free online. Go now to lenztruck.com.
Lenz truck, Lenz truck. We got the trucks at Lenz truck.
We got the trucks.
Welcome to Bell Tower Residence. Residents lovingly call Bell Tower home.
I can go to church 5 days a week. It's all under one roof. You don't have to go outside for everything.
It's enjoyable. Because of her, that's why I'm here.
We went to school together, to the one-room school.
The staff are very, very kind, attentive, and it's almost like being at home.
Now welcoming new residents to assisted living and memory support. This portion of Newswatch 12 is brought to you by Northwoods Furniture, Eagle River.
And welcome back. We're watching showers and thunderstorms in Minnesota this morning. They're tracking to the northeast, but not moving very quickly. But it is breezy out here as well. But that travel forecast coming up for today. Watching for showers and thunderstorms. Warm temperatures today, close to 80 degrees. For us, we might fall just a little bit short into the upper 70s with chances of storms. 78 degrees in Green Bay. Showers and storms possible today and tonight. Might cause some issues for that Packer game. But down toward the south, though, we'll also have 70s in the forecast. Here's a look at today's birthday club.
This portion of Newswatch 12 is brought to you by Builders Service Incorporated, Elko.
Play your way. Dine your way. Stay your way. Ho-Chunk Gaming Wittenberg. Win your way.
My name is Sheldon. I'm from Wausau. I went to the doctor and I was diagnosed with a deteriorating spine. And finally, I couldn't hardly function no more. So I'm sitting and watching TV, and I see Dr. Justin Sherrick come on there. I got right in the car and drove right down to his office. I started treatment that very same day, and that brings us here today. I'm totally pain-free. Can't thank the doctor enough.
Are you suffering with back or neck pain and considering the possibility of surgery? At the Spinal Aid Center of Wausau, we incorporate the latest technologies, including high-intensity laser therapy that provides the highest success rates in helping people just like you avoid back and neck surgery. With our treatments, there are no drugs and no surgery, just relief. Call today for a free spinal disc severity consultation and see if our treatments are right for you. Call 715-203-4392 or visit us at spinalaid.com. Start living your life pain-free.
Is it time for a new roof? Call Bear Renovations today to get on the schedule for this fall. The Bear is your certified roofing contractor and offers a full 50-year warranty on every shingle roof. Interested in metal roofing? Call the Bear for a free quote today at 715-224-3055 or go to bearrenovations.com. Call the Bear.
Start your in-demand career in welding at Nicolet College. Learn advanced techniques from American Welding Society certified experts. With direct connections to employers, become AWS qualified at the lowest cost, at your pace, on your schedule. Your welding career starts here. Nicolet College works for you.
It's just amazing because we could not be here in the community providing the services that we do without the support that we have.
Right now on Newswatch 12 Today, one annual event to bring awareness to Alzheimer's returned this year in Rhinelander, and we'll take you there. Plus,
starting off calm this morning with a little bit of wind, but we're watching showers and thunderstorms off toward the west. When will we see some? Your full forecast is coming up.
And House Democrats are expected to unveil a stopgap funding bill to avoid an October 1 government shutdown, as majority party leaders mull pairing it with a bill to suspend the nation's debt limit. It's Monday, September 20th.
Your local news and weather from where you live. Newswatch 12 Today starts now.
A body believed to be that of 22-year-old Gabby Petito was found in a Wyoming National Forest on Sunday.
Petito was last heard from in late August while a cross-country trip with her fiancé Brian Laundrie. Petito was last seen at the Grand Teton National Park before she went missing. Agents started doing a ground surveys at the Grand Teton National Park with the help of the National Park Service. Authorities said they were focusing on an undeveloped camping area in the forest, and Sunday the FBI confirmed they discovered human remains in that area. Her fiancé Brian Laundrie has been named a person of interest in the disappearance of Petito.
And his parents said he hasn't been seen since last Tuesday. Authorities are searching a vast wildlife area near Florida's Gulf Coast for Laundrie, and of course we will keep you updated with that story there. But Megan, as we look outside to start off our week, it's pretty nice and calm right now. This week is when fall is going to be coming, so we'll have some cool temperatures, but we have some thunderstorms looking out for tonight.
Yeah, it's going to get a little rumbly later tonight. Hopefully it'll hold off for the Packers game because everyone's excited for the first home game. I know I'm excited. Absolutely. If I can stay up for it.
Yeah. So for more on what to expect for our Monday, let's head over to the Weather Center with Devin Biggs. And Devin, good morning to you. We're looking out for some storms for Monday.
Yeah, Packers and weather just doesn't mix well together unless it's 30 below outside, because it is called the frozen tundra for a reason. But we're watching thunderstorms this morning off toward the west across parts of Minnesota, tracking off to the northeast. So they will leave us alone for now, but they'll be arriving later on. But the storms right here tracking to the northeast. You notice we're not moving all that fast, though. So heavy rain falling in those spots. But we will have our turn with storms as the cold front approaches later on. But look at these temperatures. 70s to the west, but in our neck of the woods, 63 degrees in Eagle River, middle 60s Rhinelander, and lower 60s down across parts of Wisconsin Rapids. And we are watching those winds as well to the south to the north at around 5 to 10 miles per hour. Gusts up to 15 miles per hour have also occurred. Your bus stop forecast coming up for today, lower 60s under mostly sunny skies as they get the kids off to school, and as they do come home, showers and thunderstorms possible. We'll have temperatures overall in the lower 70s when they come home.
Thanks, Devin. One Wisconsin Rapids officer is injured after he was attacked by a dog while checking on the status of a juvenile runaway Saturday morning. According to the Wisconsin Rapids City Times, the officer was at a residence on Shady Lane, and while he was there, a large dog aggressively charged out of the home and at the officer. The dog bit the officer twice, and by the third time, the officer was able to fire his weapon on the dog, which stopped the attack. The officer was transported to a local hospital where he was later released, and the dog was given to a vet for medical testing, and there's no other information provided.
Researchers at the University of Texas found roughly half of older adults who also contracted COVID-19 had significant cognitive decline even after they recovered from COVID itself. Half still reported increased forgetfulness, and a quarter struggled with basic language and executive function 6 months after their infection. That decline also appears in people who already have some form of dementia, according to the American Journal of Geriatric Psychiatry. Pandemic precautions, frequently disruptions to their regular medical appointments, and increased periods of isolation also make slowing the disease progression more difficult. More than 6 million Americans live with Alzheimer's, 120,000 in Wisconsin alone.
Well, Alzheimer's disease is also the 6th leading cause of death in the U.S., with a 146% increase in mortality since 2000. Newswatch 12's Lily Zoller spoke with friends and family of those affected as they work to bring an end to this deadly disease.
I'm here at the annual Walk to End Alzheimer's, where 225 participants are gathered at Mike Webster Stadium to raise money and awareness for the disease.
I've been walking for close to 15 years.
Van Landingham isn't just a walking participant. She also runs a support group after her own brush with Alzheimer's.
My dad had Alzheimer's, and so that's what inspired me to do it to begin with. And now my mom is in the nursing home with dementia.
Alzheimer's is a disease that leaves so many people feeling very isolated and very alone. And when they come to the event and they see hundreds of other people who have been impacted and touched by the disease, I think it inspires them.
This chance to be together was all the more meaningful after the pandemic stood in the way last year. Whatever brought people out, participants showed excitement at the chance to walk in honor of those that mean the most to them.
We all can relate to what's going on today. We've either had a mom or dad or a grandpa or a great-grandpa that had the disease, so it's family.
And those with sick loved ones say that having a family like this is crucial. It's supportive programs and groups of people that make it possible for them to keep going.
It'll be 3 years ago in January. My mother-in-law went into Friendly Village here in Rhinelander, and it's just been my passion and my goal to raise as much money as possible.
This money goes towards supporting programs and services right here in the North Woods.
It's just amazing because we could not be here in the community providing the services that we do without the support that we have.
St. Pier is looking forward to continuing and improving these community services with the $75,000 raised with this event. In Rhinelander, Lily Zoller, Newswatch 12.
A military plane crashed in a Texas neighborhood on Sunday, leaving both pilots hospitalized. Firefighters rushed out to the scene where the plane crashed, and there were 3 homes that were affected by this crash. None of the homes were completely destroyed, and there were 3 people on the ground treated for minor injuries. The 2 pilots were ejected from the plane before it crashed. One pilot got caught in a tree, and the other was tangled up in power lines. The remnants of one of the seats still laid in the street following the crash, and military officials say one of the pilots is in stable condition and the other is in critical condition.
Scores of people gathered at a park to protest Saturday in the nation's capital. Protesters arrived in Union Square, which is in clear view of the Capitol, shortly before noon. The rally was to protest the treatment of those who were jailed in the January 6th riot on the Capitol. Protesters were largely peaceful, though some of the people who attended were wearing riot gear. Capitol Police estimated the crowd to be between 400 and 450 people. That number included members of the media. Authorities were on high alert before the rally, and officials say they stepped up police presence that may have kept numbers lower. Capitol Police say there were 4 arrests, but it wasn't clear that some of the people arrested were actually attending the rally. The rally ended less than 90 minutes after it began, and the 2 p.m. was when the largely cleared.
In Washington, time is running short for Democrats to pass key parts of President Biden's agenda. Their to-do list includes passing an infrastructure bill and a much larger social spending plan. All this while trying to keep the government from shutting down and defaulting on the national debt. NBC's Chris Pallone joins us now from Capitol Hill with details.
For congressional Democrats hoping to deliver President Biden some key legislative victories, it's crunch time.
This is an astounding workload. We have so many issues in September, including reconciliation, including debt limit, including spending by the government.
As leadership tries to keep all Democrats on board to pass a bipartisan $1 trillion infrastructure improvement bill and a separate $3.5 trillion package of tax and spending priorities, a fight with Republicans to keep the government open and to raise the nation's debt limit appears to be intensifying.
Let me be crystal clear about this. Republicans are united in opposition to raising the debt ceiling.
Congress has raised the nation's debt ceiling more than 75 times since 1960. It allows the federal government to finance spending already passed. In a letter to colleagues Sunday, House Speaker Nancy Pelosi quoted experts who warned letting the nation default on its debt would be a catastrophe.
The position that Republicans, primarily Senator Mitch McConnell, have taken is totally irresponsible.
But Republicans see it as a way to send a message that they're not on board with Democrats' big budget spending priorities.
This time, Democrats want to increase the debt ceiling for their reconciliation bill, which they're passing on a party line basis.
Congress must also pass a spending bill by month's end to avert a government shutdown. Chris Pallone, NBC News, Washington.
Coming up next in sports, the Brewers made it to the playoffs.
That's right, and the Packers will have a full stadium to play their first home game on Monday night.
And a beautiful sunrise so far, but don't let this fool you. We have some exciting weather on the way. Your full forecast coming up next.
Northland Basement Systems is the all things basementy company. Basement waterproofing, basement finishing, basement structural repair, humidity and mold control, and nasty crawl spaces too. When it comes to basement solutions, nobody does it better than we do. Since 1991, homeowners just like you in the Northland have trusted Northland Basement Systems for all things basementy in their homes. Call Northland Basement Systems today to schedule a free home evaluation.
At Eagle Floor Covering in Eagle River, we have a knowledgeable staff, competitive pricing, and free estimates. Browse our selection of carpet, vinyl, wood, and tile for your next home project.
At Big Valley Ford, we have a great selection of gently used trucks, SUVs, and cars, and we are ready to help you find the right vehicle to explore the North Woods. Big Valley Ford is passionate about every vehicle that enters our service center, and our team of technicians are here to help with all of your service needs. Whether you are looking for a new or used vehicle or need to get your current ride back on the road, stop into Big Valley Ford in Ewan, Michigan, and experience the Big Valley difference.
It's only paint. It's only paint that comes in an award-winning twist and pour container. It's only paint that can cover the brightest shade of orange known to mankind in just one coat. It's only paint that will help you become TV's hottest writer, where one day you'll meet this guy who starred in that thing. So yeah, it's only paint. Only easy opening, smooth pouring, change your life both professionally and romantically. Paint. Right now at Menards, get 11% off everything, including Dutch Boy paint.
Benny's Appliance Service, serving Rhinelander, Eagle River, Minocqua, and surrounding area. 35 years of experience, prompt professional service on all brands, emergency service available.
For a casual night out or a formal evening, dine at Club 13 Restaurant in Phillips. Join us Saturday, October 2nd for our annual rib cook-off.
Welcome back. A beautiful start to the day. The sun is about up here, and this is actually a little bit of haze here that you're seeing courtesy of wildfire smoke in the atmosphere. Not a lot of it there, but we're still pretty clear this morning, though, as we're watching some showers and storms off toward our northwest. Over in parts of Minnesota, here it is right here. It is tracking to the northeast. It has packed a little bit of a punch at times as far as some gusty winds up to 40 miles per hour. But if you notice over the past few hours, it hasn't moved all that much. It's tracking a little bit to the northeast. If anything, it's moved a little backwards almost looks like, as it hasn't really moved all that much. But for us, we're looking pretty good. We'll be watching for clouds moving in throughout the day. And I'll keep our temperatures below 80 degrees today, but still feeling pretty nice around here, although it's still pretty windy at times too. And we'll watch this cold front moving through later on today, and I'll switch the winds out of the northwest. And then it really begins to cool off. But meanwhile, this morning, yes, 6:44 in the morning, and already we have temperatures in the 60s across the viewing area, including 63 degrees in Merrill, but 70s further off to the northwest too. And we are going to warm up today into the upper 70s before we're all finished up. Then after that, lower to middle 60s on the way for the next few days before we do the upper 60s by next Sunday. Our average high now 67 degrees for this time of the year. Now we're in this transition season now because fall arrives on Wednesday, astronomical fall, and we have waves of cool air moving in from Canada. One moves in basically later tonight. Then another wave starts to move in as we head towards the weekend. So fall definitely starting to arrive around here. But before that, though, you wouldn't think that. We have dew points also in the lower 60s, so it feels a little muggy out there this morning, though, but this is the last day we have to worry about that for a good while. We can pretty much put the muggy meter away after that, as pretty much after today we'll be in the comfy category for the next several days. But meanwhile, though, we are watching the winds throughout the south to the north at around 5 to 10, even up to 15 miles per hour with this active pattern taking place right now, and gusts up to around 30 miles per hour possible before we get a cold front through. Switches the winds out of the northwest with gusts up to 20 to 25 miles per hour. And you'll definitely want a jacket for the next few days. But meanwhile, though, the storm risk is there, though a slight risk overall for the areas highlighted there in yellow. But so what are the risks mainly? We'll be watching for heavy rain, maybe some high winds as well. A little bit of hail possible too. The tornado threat is very, very low. But so the main focus will need to be the heavy rain, some high winds, and a little bit of hail. But again, futurecast for today, everyone has their eyes on Green Bay as well with the Packers game coming up later on tonight. Watching for a few scattered showers and storms that may develop during the afternoon. By game time, we should be okay. This line will be off toward the west, not arriving in our viewing area until about 6, 7, 8 o'clock. So it won't arrive in Green Bay, and it'll be weakening as it does by around midnight to 1 o'clock a.m. So we should get the game done before this line starts to move through. But for today, though, afternoon showers and thunderstorms more so in the evening time frame with highs in the upper 70s and a south wind at around 10 to 25 miles per hour. Overnight tonight, showers and thunderstorms likely as that line moves through. Some of those may again get on the stronger side. We'll have lows in the lower 50s and northwest wind at around 10 to 25 miles per hour. Northwoods Furniture and Mattress 7-day forecast. So after today, fall arrives by Wednesday, and Tuesday through Thursday we're good. Temperatures in the lower to middle 60s. Rain chances by Friday. The weekend looking pretty good. Temperatures in the 60s, but the focus now is on today.
Thanks, Devin. Well, tonight is Monday Night Football, and the Packers will be taking on the Detroit Lions.
And Griffin Stroin has more on what you can expect from Lambeau Field.
The Brewers will be playing baseball in October. On Saturday night, Milwaukee clinched a berth for the playoffs for the 4th straight season. The Crew did it in epic fashion, a home run in the 8th inning from Manny Pena, which won the game for Milwaukee. And as you can imagine, the Brewers were very excited to know that they will be playing in the postseason, but there's still a lot to accomplish in the remainder of the regular season.
We've put the ability to win the division, in our control. And so that's our goal. I think we're sticking to that goal. We're thrilled to know that we're in the playoffs. I think everybody's thrilled with that. But I think the goal that we feel like we've earned the right to wait for is to win that division.
The Crew have not won the NL Central since 2018. Entering yesterday's game against the Cubs, they were only 3 games away from clinching the division. Milwaukee finishing up their 3-game series with the Cubs. The Brewers have won 11 straight against Chicago in the 5th. Colton Wong at the dish. He drives one to the gap. That ball's going to get all the way to the fence. JBJ, Jackie Bradley Jr., he's on his horse. He scores all the way from first base to tie this game. Moments later, Eduardo Escobar laces that pitch down the right field line. That brings Wong around to score, and the Crew take a 2-1 lead. But in the 8th, things would get ugly. Patrick Wisdom unloads on a ball to deep center field, a 3-run bomb. And although the Brewers made it interesting in the 9th, Chicago wins the finale 6-4. The Green Bay Packers kick off their home opener in a little less than 24 hours. And when they welcome the Detroit Lions to Lambeau Field, it'll be in front of a packed house. For the first time since January of 2020, Lambeau will be at 100% capacity. Obviously, the pandemic made things difficult when filling the seats, but even when the team did allow fans, there was only about 8,000 in the stands. And after losing out on a true home field advantage last year, the team is excited to finally see a full house once again.
We're thrilled to have a packed house back in Lambeau. You know, our fans, they bring the energy. They do a lot for us. So just to be able to have that boost and run out to a packed 80,000 is going to be special.
Nate Myhawk and myself will be at Lambeau Field for the game tonight. And with the Chicago Bears winning, the Packers will have a chance to stay with them in the division standings. It should be a great game. I'm so excited, and I've got the Pack coming out on top.
That's so great. Thanks, Griffin. And I'm excited because the Packers have to play better, especially home field advantage. They have 100% capacity. There's no excuse to not have a great game and be successful this time around.
Yeah, it's literally the perfect time, the perfect setting. So I think this is just going to be the talk of the day. Will the Packers win tonight? So we'll see tomorrow morning.
Fingers crossed.
Yep.
Well, of course, it's Monday, so that means it's time for today's Mugshot Monday winner. A special congratulations to Debbie Wilkie from Lac de Flambeau.
You win a mug, a bag of coffee, and a 20% off coupon courtesy of Eagle River Roasters. The information to enter into Mugshot Monday, that contest is right there on your screen.
And coming up, we'll check out how 3 Lakes celebrated Oktoberfest.
That's right, but first, Howard is in the Mr. Food Test Kitchen with the recipe for slow cooker, short ribs, and cabbage.
Mr. Food Test Kitchen is brought to you by Golden Carrot Jewelers and Creative Kitchen and Bath Studio.
When it comes to Oktoberfest, we usually think of big steins of German beer,
Music?
that'll have you singing and swaying, and of course, lots of good food. As for the music and the beer, I'm sure you've got that covered. But when it comes to the food, we've got a hearty all-in-one beefed up dinner that'll knock your lederhosen socks off. We start by browning a good amount of beef short ribs in a little vegetable oil. We do this in batches so we don't overcrowd the pan. While those finish up, we add a can of crushed tomatoes to a slow cooker, along with some tomato paste, lemon juice, brown sugar, caraway seeds, and a bit of salt. After mixing this, we put the short ribs on top and add some chopped cabbage. Now all we do is cover it, set it to low, and let it cook all day until the meat is fall off the bone tender. Oh my gosh, I bet you've never tasted ribs as meaty and moist as these. And when you ladle the sweet and tangy sauce over them, along with all that cooked cabbage, get ready to start singing and swaying. To get the recipe for our slow-cooked short ribs and cabbage, simply visit our website. I'm Howard in the Mr. Food Test Kitchen with Kelly, whose beer is almost as big as she is, where today we found a fill-you-up way for you to say,
Schmitz.
In other words, ooh, it's so good. Sip up.
Let me introduce me. Here I come. Yeah.
Cuts, colors, braids, and fades. We stand for style. Cost Cutter Salons.
Save big this month on all Paul Mitchell shampoos, conditioners, styling products, and leaders during our buy one, get one 50% off sale.
I'm just gonna do me.
Fall in love with your new cut at Cost Cutters during the buy one, get one 50% off sale.
Greer's Pier is a beautiful full-service marina located in the middle of the Manitowish Waters chain of lakes, offering a large rental fleet of pontoons, ski and bass fishing boats for on-the-water fun. Greer's Pier is a Sylvan and Yamaha dealer, and the service department is second to none. The newly renovated store is stocked with everything you need for boating, water sports, swimming, and more. Enjoy an incredible lunch on the dock with a signature drink while watching the boats go by at Greer's Pier.
Northwoods Furniture and Mattress. Let us help make your home your own with furniture and mattresses you love. Home furnishings from Lazy Boy, Flex Steel, Smith Brothers, and more. The area's largest selection of quality Amish-built furniture with many styles and custom options. Find top brand mattresses in stock, including Sealy, Serta, Stearns & Foster, and Tempur-Pedic. Need furniture now? We sell our floor models with new arrivals weekly. Stop in our 2 locations in Eagle River with exceptional selection, service, and savings. Northwoods Furniture and Mattress.
I think my teachers are really awesome. They're just so nice and willing to help with anything we need.
What I think everybody should know about the RVA is that it's not what you might think of as a typical homeschooling experience. It's very challenging.
Most people think that you don't get to talk to people if you're homeschooled, but it's the opposite of that.
It's flexible, but it offers each kid a chance to excel in subjects that they're good in, and it gives them extra support in the subjects that they need help in.
The RVA has changed my life by helping me prepare for college and encourage me to plan ahead for life.
Welcome back to Newswatch 12 today. The 5th Oktoberfest in Three Lakes shut down Superior Street on Saturday.
That's right. The fun centered around the Black Forest Inn, an authentic German restaurant situated right downtown. Having grown quite a bit over the years, hundreds came out to the event this year.
It's an opportunity for us to extend our tourism season a little bit longer for some of the businesses up here, an opportunity to give some home-based businesses an opportunity to showcase their wares to people, both locals and from out of town, and really just an opportunity to everybody to get together and have a great time.
The Jim Beckel band played polka, a dance troupe performed, and vendors sold pretzel sausages and plenty of beer. A new kids area featured entertainment from David Dahl, a new addition to the event.
Well, that sounds like it was really fun. And I feel like there's so many opportunities. We can go to like an Oktoberfest around the Northwoods, which is nice. But like you said, it's also great to extend the tourism season. You know, some people who are still hanging around to highlight some of those local businesses and, you know, just have a good time.
Yeah, and you can't beat the food and the beer and the brats. Like, who doesn't love a good Oktoberfest celebration? It just puts everyone in a good mood and ready for fall season.
Absolutely. It's such a good thing to do. So that's really awesome there. But we need to go over to Devin. Tell us what the trivia question is.
Yeah, the trivia question for today. What will the average high in Rhinelander be on Wednesday, which is the first day of fall? Is it 67, 65, 64, or 62 degrees? The answer when we come back.
This portion of Newswatch 12 is brought to you by Sleep Central in Minocqua.
See the full line of Husqvarna power equipment at the largest Husqvarna showroom in the Northwoods at Northern Pines Greenery, your authorized dealer and Husqvarna service center. Whatever the project, whatever the season, Husqvarna has the tools for the job. With 2 locations in Minocqua and Hazelhurst.
It's all gone. We better go get some more Minocqua popcorn. What do you think? Let's go. We're gonna take off and have a great day together. What kind of popcorn do you think you want today?
Cheese and caramel?
No, I'd like something new today. The cheesy potato puffs.
Good choice.
Artist Kristin Alfery believes that art should be as unique as the individual who creates it and collects it. Make an appointment to visit Kristin's studio or visit online, nestled in your favorite chair, and find the perfect work of art to reflect your life and spirit.
At PC Mobile, we're here to help. Ready to purchase a new computer, tablet, or phone? Or do you need to get your current machine up and running? Diagnose, repair, upgrade, or replace, we can help. PC Mobile, your electronics experts in downtown Woodruff.
Is it time for a new roof? Call Bear Renovations today to get on the schedule for this fall. The Bear is your certified roofing contractor and offers a full 50-year warranty on every shingle roof. Interested in metal roofing? Call the Bear for a free quote today at 715-224-3055 or go to bearrenovations.com. Call the Bear.
The new Double Cheese Chicken Boss Burrito from Taco John's is so good. It's a 3-cheese, red pepper, and hatch chili delight. Only this burrito can handle all that queso. The new Double Cheese Chicken Boss Burrito, only at Taco John's.
Okay, everyone. Our mission is to provide complete balanced nutrition for strength and energy.
Ensure, with 27 vitamins and minerals. Now introducing Ensure Complete, with 30 grams of protein.
See the full line of Husqvarna power equipment at the largest Husqvarna showroom in the Northwoods at Northern Pines Greenery, your authorized dealer and Husqvarna service center. Whatever the project, whatever the season, Husqvarna has the tools for the job. With 2 locations in Minocqua and Hazelhurst.
And before we leave you this morning, a special birthday shout out to our Minocqua Popcorn winner this morning, Carrie Britton from Rhinelander. Happy birthday, Carrie, and congratulations. You win a half-gallon bucket of gourmet popcorn from Minocqua Popcorn.
Alrighty, a trivia question. What will the average high in Rhinelander be on Wednesday? Any guesses?
I'm going to say 65. What about you, Megan?
I'll say A.
67. Megan, 1 for 1, 67 degrees. Technically 66.5 degrees is the unrounded answer, but Megan, 1 for 1 in your time of the morning show with trivia answers, and Sierra, better luck next time, right?
I know. I'm just struggling.
Oh, just getting there, but we're also watching the Packers forecast, though. I think we'll be able to get the game, and this is at kickoff, though. We shouldn't have any rain going on, but we'll have to watch things to see if we get any pop-up stuff before or during the game, but we should be okay. We'll be watching for those storm chances late this afternoon into the evening time frame. With a line moving through Green Bay around midnight to 1 a.m., so we should be okay. Then fall really arrives after today.
All right, so some interesting weather on the way, but, you know, it's just Monday. We got to get there. Happy Monday to everybody from the Newswatch 12 Today team, and we will see you tomorrow morning.